Hey everybody, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. I've had a good day and I've been out in the sun a little bit. It's been beautiful here. The last week the temperatures have just been gorgeous and fall-like. We had a good time this weekend with the sales. It wasn't extremely hot. Last couple of days have been a little warm, and I knew that fall wouldn't come in full force and not have any hot days before winter set in. And so this isn't a surprise to us. We do need rain really bad. And our ponds, I need to take you down one day this week and show you the ponds in the creek. They are so dry. They're not totally dry, but the pond is drier than I've seen it. I'm sure Howie and his family members have seen the ponds drier than this, but this is the driest that I've seen it. And we've had to get out some more water troughs and get them filled for the cows so that they're not chasing water all over the place, but so they've got water out in the pastures to cool off and to get a drink. And so we're doing that, and we're praying for rain. We have rain in the forecast for Tuesday night, but last I had heard, they weren't expecting us to get a whole lot, but we really, really need it. Now, I know some of you in other areas of the country are saturated. You've had so much rain. And so you're not in need of rain. You're in need of drier temperatures. Not drier temperatures, drier weather. And we're in need of the rain. So I'll pray for you guys and you pray for us that we can kind of switch places on the amount of rains that we're getting, because we are getting we're getting pretty desperate here. In fact, over the weekend, they up in Sand Springs, they had some fires, and some of the areas are under a burn ban now. And so, we're having to be really careful. Listening to the news this morning, of course, all the crazy stuff that's going on, and we're not going to go into any detail on a lot of that stuff, but I did hear them talking about the shipping containers, the big ships out on the coast, and how many ships are out there, and they're not able to come into the ports and get unloaded, and I don't claim to understand all of the reasoning behind that, whether there's not enough port workers or there's not enough of this or that, but I do know that all the shipping containers are out there full of all kinds of goods that are coming into the United States. And one reason I was thinking about this is because Blade and Cheyenne are having maternity pictures done in October, the 3rd or 4th week of October, and she ordered a dress for her pictures, and a real pretty flowy dress, and she's so excited about it coming in, but we can't get a tracking number on it. It's been ordered for quite a while, and she can't get a tracking number on it. She can't get any information from the company. She's just kind of out there waiting, and I almost bet that her dress is somewhere on one of those cargo ships out in the ocean. So now she's kind of panicking a little bit, trying to figure out find another dress that she can get that will get here for her pictures. And she was looking this evening at a company that's based out of Utah, and they have regular shipping, and then they have express shipping. The express shipping was a 4-week delivery and would cost her an extra $30, and with not really a guarantee on that. So she's getting kind of antsy about that. And it got me to thinking about all of the things that you're hearing about the shipping and the things that are going on. And they're warning people about their Christmas presents. You better get Christmas presents now, the vice president has said a few weeks back. And then this morning, I heard someone else, when they were reporting on the business channel that I was watching, someone else said it, and I can't remember. I want to say it was Stuart Varney, but cannot I cannot say 100% that that's who it was, but I'm kind of thinking that's who it was. But anyway, he kind of made that remark too about the Christmas presents and stuff. And that got me to thinking about Christmas and what we've turned it into and what it should really be. Now, it seems kind of crazy at the end of September talking to you about Christmas, but I think we've lost our focus just a little bit along the way. And remember what Christmas was like when we were kids. And I know our parents probably fretted a little bit about gifts, but my goodness, family was the most important thing, getting together, enjoying fellowship together. My mama would work for the year and she would get gifts at yard sales. She'd get a doll or she'd get an old truck or something, and she would fix them up. And sometimes they needed paint. Sometimes the dolls needed a good washing and, their hair combed out severely. And she and my step-grandma would make clothes for the dolls. And just on and on and on she worked to get Christmas, and always had a nice Christmas for us. And we so appreciated it, and we never cared that somebody else had those things before we did. But somewhere along the way, we've gotten ourselves into a state where we're so worked up about these Christmas lists and the gifts that we give. And these people get us a gift, so we got to get them a gift. And we just run around and we spend countless amounts of money and all this effort and all this stress and all this anxiousness going all over the place. And this year is not going to be easy at all. If they're already warning us about that, I guarantee you, if people panicked about toilet paper last year, they're going to panic this year about being able to get gifts for their family members. And I thought about that. I thought, I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm not going to go in the stores and drive myself crazy trying to find the perfect gift. I'm going to think about the things that I am able to give, the talents that I have, the giftings and the abilities that I have. Now, you may be an artist. You may be able to draw a beautiful picture, a gorgeous scenery. I can barely draw stick figures. So I know that's not a talent that I could make something give to someone else, because they're not going to appreciate the artistry because I'm not an artist. But I do like to bake. I could bake things. And we need to get ourselves in a place where we're not ashamed to give something from the heart with love and say, this is what I have to offer you. And not feel guilty about that. Not feel guilty about what we're presenting with our heart. Get away from the commercialization and get away from the pressures of, I've got to try to outdo so-and-so with their gifts. That's nonsense. We will drive ourselves crazy. So this year, me and my household, this is what we're going to do. Or I guess I should speak for myself. I haven't told the kids that yet. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to concentrate on making things that others can use. And I'm going to try my best to be bringing you guys stuff along the way that would be good ideas for you guys. I have some ideas for kids, gifts for kids, and gifts that kids can do for parents and grandparents. Howie and I always tried, our niece Stormy lived with us for quite a little while, and we always tried, when she and Blade were little, that we always had them give gifts to each other, because we wanted them to learn what it was like to want to give something to another person, to want to give a gift to somebody that they loved. And so we always challenged them to find something that they could do. And we didn't give them a lot of money to go out and do that, but we encouraged them to give gifts to each other. And so I've got some ideas with that. And, some things that we can make that's not going to cost a whole lot of money, because that kind of defeats the purpose if we're trying to get back to basics, to go out and spend gobs and gobs of money. What I want you to do is look around where you're at and see the things that you have, the things that you're able to use in your gifting. Maybe you're good with woodwork and you could make a cutting board, or you could make a trivet, or you could make a dough bowl, depending on where your skill levels are at. You know, if you are good with herbs and those kind of things, you can make extracts, and you can make things that to give to a baker in your family that's really going to enjoy those kind of things. You know, for teenagers, you could give them soaps and beauty aids and things like that that they will love. And for kids, there are so many things. But I challenge you guys to make this a year that you examine yourself and examine the things that you have around you, that you can keep yourself out of the frenzy, keep yourself from being stressed, and overcome. Figure out a plan. This is what I'm doing for the season. Get those things gathered up together, and then make it a time, you know, the next few months, that you can enjoy the process. We have, this is the end of September, so we have about 3 months to do those things, to develop a plan, and to enjoy the process of making gifts, keeping yourselves out of the stores. Now, besides the Christmas presents, they're already talking about shortages again on toilet paper and on paper towels and cleaning products, and limiting, I don't know necessarily that it was shortages, but they're limiting the amount of product that you can buy. And that tells me that people are back in the stores. Pardon me. That they're back in the stores, and they are buying in fear, buying all of these things. And I challenge you to just go on a weekly basis. If you've been prepping all along, you've been getting these things. So, you know, once a week, go and get you a package of toilet paper. Get you a case of water. Get your cleaning supplies when you can find them. I don't buy paper towels personally. I think you could save a lot of money just by getting you a good package of tea towels, kitchen towels, and wiping those messes up and throwing them in the washer, hanging them on the clothesline to dry, and you've got them and you're reusing them. And, you know, for $5-10 for a big stack. I think for Christmas last year, the kids got me a big pack. I want to say it was a package of 24 of the tea towels that you lay out over bread to let it rise. You know, the one, they're not terry kitchen towels, but the old kitchen towels. And they bought me a pack of those, and you just use them over and over and over again. And so I don't buy paper towels. I still, of course, get bathroom tissue, but paper towels is something that I don't do. But, you know, let's not get caught up in the panic of things. Let's just, you know, get your things as you need them. Start working on your Christmas. And like I said, I know it sounds silly, but a lot of things need to be made now. So I know they say that homemade vanilla extract takes longer. So we probably don't have time now to make vanilla extract for it to be ready to be used at Christmas time. But that's an idea that you can do for next year. But there's all kinds of salts that you can use, or that you can make. If you're a canner, if you are a person that dehydrates, those are the kind of things that you can give to your family members. If you've got people that hike, that go camping, you could make them some some dehydrated meals that they could use on the trail. We really have to change our thinking, I think. We have to get to a place where we're not embarrassed to say, we made this for you for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Now, we make our neighbors gift baskets for Christmas, and it's usually always homemade candies and homemade cookies. We have another neighbor that makes us a gift basket, and it usually has the little tortilla pinwheels with the cream cheese and the different flavors in it, and she makes other things too. And it's just a nice way of saying, hey, we appreciate you. You're our neighbor, and we're thankful to have you. If you're a gardener, and a lot of us are, there's all kinds of gifts that you can give to others. Or if you know a gardener, there's things that are on sale right now. Because remember, we're going out of the summer season into the fall, so the summer stuff is on sale. A lot of things you can find. You can find seeds. You can find hand garden tools. You can find pots and little bags of potting soil, and the little bottles of fertilizer, like for houseplants and things. And put a little gardener's gift basket together with things like that. It doesn't matter that you didn't pay that much for it. Go to the thrift stores and get some coffee cups that are in really good shape. Wash them up real good, get them all good and clean, and make some homemade coffee creamer, or make some homemade hot chocolate and some things to go with it, and make a little presentation that way. I'm going to be bringing some things, like I said, over the next little bit, some ideas of some holiday gift giving that is going to help save some money and keep us out of the frenzy. Now, I know that this is probably not a really, really interesting video for a lot of people, but for some of you it is, and some of you are in a panic. What are we going to do? And I say, don't panic. Use the skills that you have, use the knowledge that you have, and put together things for people in your family that you love. Don't worry about making sure that you get every single person out there a gift for them. If somebody gives you a gift in passing, don't stress. Don't do that to yourself. So let's do our best this year. Let's get started now. Let's roll up our sleeves. Now we have a little bit extra time on our hands, because the garden seasons are beginning to slow down some, and we're going into the fall season. And now's the time to gather those things together. If you crochet, start crocheting. I wished I could knit. I tried to teach myself to knit one time, and it didn't go anywhere. So I cannot crochet. But get your kids those little the little looms on Amazon or wherever it is that you shop, the little looms, and let them make some pot holders for grandma for Christmas, or let them take their picture and let them make some kind of ornament to hang on the Christmas tree. I know those things sound silly, but let's make this year a year to get back to family, get back to simple, get back to saving money, and look well to the ways of our household. We're going to be all right. We don't have to stress. We can love the holiday season and remember what it's all about if we'll just take a step back. Don't be led. Don't be pushed into the stores by what they're telling you on the news. Just keep your ear open and listen to what they're saying, but don't stress over it. You know the skills that you have. And make you a plan, stick with it. Begin to gather your ideas, begin to make your holiday plans, and you'll be ahead of the game, and you'll be able to relax and enjoy the winter season. Well, we've come to the end of another time together, and I know it seems kind of strange that we've talked about Christmas, but I want you guys to be able to relax and enjoy the season for what it's supposed to be. A time of celebration, a time of getting together and being thankful that we were gifted with the best gift in the whole world, the gift of Jesus. And enjoy being with our families, enjoy the fellowship and all of the fun and the magic of a holiday season, that you can enjoy being with your family and your friends. Until next time, guys, this is Josie from Cedar Creek. I love you guys. I really do. We're gone.